Hello, welcome to Strictly Money. I'm Saijal Patel. They were rich, they were famous, they appeared larger than life. But celebrities like Aretha Franklin, Heath Ledger, and Jim Morrison were not above making big estate planning mistakes. Mistakes that racked up millions in legal fees and caused infighting amongst family members. Joining me now to discuss common estate planning blunders even the wealthy make and the lessons we can learn from them is Michelle Connolly. She's Senior Vice President of Advanced Wealth Planning at Wellington-Altus. Hi, Michelle. Great to have you on.
Oh, it's great to finally connect, Saijal.
So I am really glad to have you on because I keep saying this, Michelle, it's so important to get estate planning in place. If you don't want your beneficiaries or you want them to have peace of mind, if you don't want infighting, if you don't want lawyers to get, rich off your mistakes, this is important. But why do so many people not do it?
So when we look at the common misconceptions that people have, including everyday Canadians, such as yourself and myself, in terms of the challenge they have is they don't want to consider the inevitable. And then, I'll get to it tomorrow, maybe next month, next year. Or when we look at who their beneficiaries are, and they're like, my children aren't ready, or in terms of who I'm going to give to, I'll decide. And what also another common challenge is cultural beliefs that with respect to sharing their legacy, sharing their values or beliefs, or the topic of money, sort of prevents those dialogues or those necessary dialogues as to what's going to happen. Often when I'm in terms of meeting those challenges with clients, it's like, okay, let's calm down. Unfortunately, accidents occur, or in terms of putting it off sometimes is worse than talking about it now. And let's take just baby steps, left foot in front of right foot, and let's start the dialogue or start the understanding such that these mistakes or blunders, as you call, don't occur.
Yeah, Michelle, I was going to say, how much of these issues do arise because people don't like talking about money and they don't want to rock the boat when it comes to telling their beneficiaries what they're going to do or not going to do?
So it happens more than you think. And, as advisors, so we call ourselves advisors, when it will be at wealth, whether it be tax, whether it be legal. But in this particular instance, I think our role is actually to act more as a facilitator. And it's to ask the questions to prompt action or what if. And going through often with families or in terms of older generations that are struggling to broach the conversation, it's like, okay, let's not talk about dollars. Let's take wealth off the table. However, what about what you want to happen? In terms of from wealth transfer, what you foresee happening, what you want to happen, start the dialogue in the conversation such that if issues arise, or in terms of the next generation or wealth succession plans are sort of like, not so sure, it actually allows our clients respectively to tweak or to put the tools in place such that success is met. Or take that proverbial toe and step it. Talk about what your legacy or your wealth transfer plans are. And, you don't have to talk about dollars today or tomorrow, but start the dialogue so that you can manage expectations or that communicate and that everybody involved has a general understanding of what to do.
Michelle, we have about a minute to the commercial break. Do you think there's still this belief that only the wealthy need a plan and maybe even a will? Because I come across people who think, well, mine's really simple, so the government's going to decide on a formula, or you know what, it's going to go to my spouse anyway. So what do I have to worry about?
So that's a common misconception. Here in Canada, succession laws are a provincial territorial mandate. So what happens across Canada may differ. Now, when you say just celebrities or the ultra high net worth Canadian, Yeah. I'll put myself on the table. My husband and I have been married for 20 years. We've actually redrafted our wills 3 times. Number 1, when we got married. Number 2, when we were expecting in terms of our children. We had 3 children in a very quick order. And then also when we looked at our daughter was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, so who could advocate for her? And when we look at the last 20 years, let's think about ourselves, Saijal, like go back 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Did you ever think real estate would be 7 figures?
Yeah.
And from that end, it's having that dialogue, and like even looking back at the last 5 years,
Yeah.
life has changed.
Life has
Beliefs
changed.
and ideals have changed.
And circumstances definitely changed, and it needs to keep up with that. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.